Hello everyone, I'm Mohan and welcome to my channel. This video is a series of videos on how to improve communication skills. Now, communication skills can be split into two. One is verbal communication and the other is non-verbal communication. Now, in my previous video, I had talked about the importance of non-verbal communication and I had mentioned about the different dimensions of non-verbal communication. Today I'm going to talk about one of those dimensions. It's called haptics. Now, what is haptics? The word haptics actually means anything related to the sense of touch. When it comes to communication, haptics is the means by which people communicate via touch. When you have done some good work, you may have got a pat on your back, or you may have given someone a pat on their back or shoulder when they did some good work. So, without saying a word, you communicated. Well done, good job. Similarly, with different kinds of touch, you can communicate a lot of other feelings and emotions. Communication by touch starts right from the time when you're born. In fact, the major form of communication for babies is touch, isn't it? When a mother or father holds a child's hands, it immediately feels warm and safe. As we grow up, touch still continues to play an important part of communication along with other dimensions of communication. When used properly, touch communicates feelings of warmth and trust, but when used improperly, it may cause annoyance and even betrayal of trust. There are also cultural differences to how much touch is okay. Based on this, we can call some cultures as low touch cultures or high touch cultures. A culture in which people use touch less often than in most other countries while communicating with each other are called low touch cultures. Some of the low touch cultures are the US, Germany, and Japan. On the other hand, cultures which use touch more often while communicating with each other are high touch cultures. Italy, Greece, and most Latin American countries are high touch cultures. And then there are cultures which falls right in the middle, and hence these are called middle ground cultures. India, France, Middle Eastern countries are all middle ground countries. Now, if you take the US, touch is mainly limited to handshakes in business situations, whereas in Middle Eastern countries, it is common to greet each other by hugging. Before you travel to any country, it is important to know what touch is appropriate and especially what kind of touch is not appropriate. For example, in Thailand, touching the head is inappropriate. In India, giving or receiving a gift with the left hand is considered inappropriate. When it comes to business or work situations, in most cultures, handshakes are allowed. But even the simple act of shaking hands can communicate different things depending upon how you hold the hand and how you shake it. Now, here I will delve more into the different kinds of handshakes and what is the message they communicate. Now, you may have received a handshake wherein you put out your hand and the other person pressed it so hard that you wanted to cry out in pain. Well, that is called a bone crusher handshake. It is an aggressive handshake and absolutely a no-no unless you desire to put that person in the hospital. The opposite of that handshake is where the hand is very limp. It has no energy and there is no squeeze at all. It's as if you're handling a dead fish. That is why it's called a dead fish handshake. Then there is the dominator handshake where the palm is turned down. In this type of handshake, people offer their hand like this. The person who is trying to do it is trying to dominate you to show his superiority. And the opposite of that is the palm turned upwards. This is a sign of submissiveness. The person who is offering his hand this way is actually submitting or giving in to the other person. Then there is the glove handshake, where both the hands are used. This handshake is meant to convey reassurance and trust. It is also called the politician's handshake as it is mainly used by politicians. It is okay to use this with someone you know well and to whom you want to give reassurance. But if it is used on someone you don't know, then it appears insincere. Now, we have seen a few different kinds of handshakes. However, when it comes to a business setting, what is an acceptable handshake? In a business handshake, you extend your palm perpendicular to the floor with the thumbs up. Extend it to about your elbow length and give the other person's hands a gentle squeeze. Not too hard or not too soft. Shake it 2 or 3 times, not more than that, and don't shake it too vigorously. The shake should be from the elbow and not from the shoulder. The handshake should be brief, firm, and friendly. So, friends, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please give your feedback in the comments column and do subscribe to the channel. I will be talking about the other dimensions of nonverbal communication in my upcoming videos. So, do keep in touch. Bye.